Hello, you guys. It's Relentless Renee. Hello. I hope y'all went to church today. I'm just getting out myself from church. I just got off this morning, so I am extremely tired. But I just wanted to share this story time with you guys. First of all, I hope y'all gave God some praise on today because Monday is a new day and we can give him some praise, y'all, at least on Sundays. Amen. But y'all, I want to share the story time with y'all. This was the time that I was in fear for my life. Do you hear me? Now, I don't know if you guys may have seen some of my other videos that I was a part of law enforcement and I also was a correctional officer for many years. So I decided to change my career, back into manufacturing. But anyway, we had a guy that came in to the facility, which he was already kind of high off some type of, you can tell, marijuana or whatever it was mixed with booze. So normally the girls, well, the female officer, we always get incoming females, and then, the guy officers always get the incoming males. But this particular day, I was in the booking area by myself. So I proceed to work with the police officer to pet search this guy. All right, pet searching. First, I asked him, did he have anything on him that he needs to make me aware of? Did he have anything in his pockets as sharp as whatever that he can go ahead on and make me aware of? And I also proceed to tell him to take his socks off, take his shoes, his socks off, his belt, and also turn his pockets inside out. So he did all that and he spread his legs apart. So hear me with the police officer searching them, searching them. So we got a call where I had to leave out of the booking area, left this guy in our sally port along with my sergeant because I had a issue I had to deal with down the hall which required a female, which was me. So I had to go. So I changed him off to my sergeant. So my sergeant go ahead on, get his things all packaged up to go ahead and start booking him in. So the guy had some jewelry on. So he took the guy's jewelry off, unbeknownst to me. Also, the guy had some earrings in his ear. So he proceeded to put it in the little baggies that we normally would be clear bags to put their jewelry in. But this particular time, my sergeant didn't put it in the clear bag. He put it in a little small vanilla folder. So I get back to the booking area. So, okay, it's time for my sergeant to go to break. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead and book him in if this is all his stuff. So as I proceed to sit up on the high chair that we had in our booking office, when I put my hand down to kind of like, you know how you sit at the table and you go to sit down and you maybe put your arms, rest them on the table or whatever. And that's what I did. I rest my arms on the booking table as I went to scoop myself up. But at that moment, something pierced me through my hand. When I held my hand up like this, the whole little vanilla folder that the guy jewelry was in was inside that. So it was punctured in my hand. And let me tell you, this guy already knew my panic right then and there. I panicked. I didn't care what was going on. It's just like if you're a nurse, and you get pricked with a needle. Of course, you're not going to sit there and continue to do your job. You can go scrub up and scrub down and scrub all the way around. And you can do what you got to do to get that area clean. But when the HIV scare came in at, this guy sitting there laughing at me because he saw how I jumped up and the blood that was coming out of my hand because of his earring studs that was in the wrong pack that I didn't see pricked me in my hand. So immediately I went into panic. You know what this dude had the nerve to say? He had the nerve to say, you know what? That's good for you. You know what? That's why I got eggs. Let me tell you something. I seen 1,000 devils when that guy said that. I immediately went into a frenzy. More of a frenzy than I was. I immediately was just pouring down, just crying out. I mean, I was just like freaking out. I couldn't even, I could care less if they would have took that guy on back out of there and let him go free. I didn't care because I was more concerned about myself, you guys. Because this guy sat there and say, yeah, that's why I got AIDS. Yo, you tell me if that ain't had my soul rocked. There's no way that I'm staying here today. You need to go get me somewhere, get medical here, do whatever you need to do, call 911. I don't care who you call somebody. Because I need to be taken care of now. So, of course, I went to medical, did what I had to do. And, of course, I went through the procedures of what would you do with, HIV testing and all that stuff like that. But even though it was negative, I still was in a panic, you guys. I still, mentally, for somebody to tell you that, the mental strain it has on me, everybody can't take stress like that, you know what I mean? And oh my God, like, okay, if I'm gonna get HIV, I'd rather go get it on my own and not just you sit here and just pass it off to me because of a mistake, and then maybe it wasn't that easy to get, but mentally for something like that, you can never be too careful. Y'all, I'm telling you that it just sent me, and then the comments this guy just kept making about, yeah, that's why I got this and that's why I got that. Yeah, now you got it. Now you this. Now you that. You mad at me because you got yourself here, not me. But that ain't something that I will be bragging about. Even though the guy was just taunting me, but guess what though? Only thing I heard was I got AIDS and I'm HIV positive. Only thing my brain was telling me is you got AIDS and you HIV positive. You understand? So I don't care what somebody do or say to you. If somebody come and miss and prick you with something, or if somebody, and where it draws blood, you know what I mean? Like blood was actually dripping out of my hand. That's how hard I went down on his earring studs, which was happened to be laying up, and I did not know because they were in the wrong baggie, So, like I say, see how quick that can happen. You see how fast things can happen. But I don't understand how would somebody even sit there and joke about them having AIDS or them having HIV. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I went back like every 6 months, y'all. I went back like every 6 months for at least 18 months to keep, getting treated. I'm sorry, I don't mean treated. I mean tested to make sure, because the guy took it very lightly, that he had it. He was like, oh, I guess just to irk me. But yeah, it worked. By him saying that, irked me. Yes, it did. So fast forward on down until 2013. 2013, when I got pregnant with my baby girl now. Y'all, this happened quadrillions of years ago with me being pricked with that guy's jewelry. Tell me why I goes to the doctor. They doing all these tests and doing this and doing that, which I knew I was pregnant already because my husband and I were trying to get pregnant. So when I finally had a positive test, I was like, okay, yeah. So you go to the doctor, they give you all this prenatal stuff, they give you all these tests, HIV, AIDS, all the tests. If you've been a mother, you already know what you got to take. So I left. Maybe about a week later, I noticed the number blowing up on my phone. I noticed the doctor's office number blowing up on my phone. And I'm like, okay, now what? So I got the message. Tell me why the doctor was like, well, doctor or whoever, nurse or whoever left the message said, well, we want you to come in and, you need to make an appointment to come in so we can discuss your lab work, your blood work. Jesus be offense. Let me tell you, I thought Satan himself came back to torture me because immediately I thought about that guy and what he said about having HIV over gazillion years ago. And I'm like, oh my God, I got it. I know that's what they call him for. That's why I got it. Y'all, I avoided the doctor for how many months? No, I'm sorry, how many weeks? But finally I went in, but it was not that. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting there saying, what about my HIV test? You know? They're like, nah, you're clear on that. And why you so worried about it? And I proceeded to tell my doctor what happened to me. So she was like, well, you don't have to worry about that. That was so many years ago, and you didn't did the procedures to, you know, catch it in time and whatever pill that I took immediately after being pricked with that guy's earring studs. But to make a long story short, y'all, we can never be too careful. I just wanted to share that story time with you guys because I was reading the article and how the high rate it is with HIV and with AIDS and stuff like that. Even now, I don't even think people are dying by AIDS anymore. I think they're dying quicker by cancer. So you can never be too young, be too old, even with your children. You know, you can never, you know, you have even people that's in the world that's deliberately spreading the disease or accidentally, or a person who's not protecting themselves. Guess what? Know your status. Know your status. Although I know my status, and although, you know, I am married, but we all know how life can be. But I tell you what, it's nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? My husband can be a stay-at-home dad, and both of us be under each other 24/7. And guess what? I know I'm not stepping out, but guess what? To even think about an HIV test, it sends my anxiety through the roof. You know what I mean? So I just want to share that with you guys. If you don't know your status, I wish I had the statistics for South Carolina. But if you don't know your status, y'all, get yourself checked out, okay? Thank you so much, y'all. Guess what? Your girl is getting ready to go to bed because I'm tired. Y'all have a blessed Sunday, and I love you all. Bye. Oh, yeah. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. Hey. Bye.